Roll it.
Comment on the drones that are flying around New Jersey ports. It seems like the American people have a big disconnect.
The government knows what is happening. Look, our military knows where they took off from. If it's a garage, they can go right into that garage. They know where it came from and where it went. And for some reason, they don't want to comment.
Drones in the sky have to read from somewhere, right? They're getting signals from somewhere. We have the technology to cut the signal, interrupt the signal, take them things right down. We can hack anything, anywhere, anytime, any place. If the police want to know what you're talking about tonight, they can get a warrant and they'll tap your phone. So they can tap into any system that's controlling the drone pattern and bring that thing straight down. I guarantee you they got some nerdy dude somewhere that can hack into a computer and hack into the drone frequency and make the drones go and land in the water. I can almost guarantee. And if they don't, they can shoot the thing right out the sky. What are these drones doing? What's really going on with the drones? Now, I know we have a few clips of them. I believe we have a few clips of some of the drone activity. But let me just give my thoughts. I don't want to push a conspiracy theory because I'm not conspiratorial. But I will say, here's my thoughts of what it is. I think that it is a military or a private company that partners with the military that's doing the exercise either for them to target us or for them to eventually target a real enemy. Either way it go, we know who the drone operators are. We know how they where they take out from and where they go back to land at night. There ain't no way in the world these drones are just in the sky 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They clearly are coming up at night. So they have to go somewhere and land, and they have to refuel or recharge, and they have to fly back up in the air somewhere. There ain't no way on planet Earth that somebody can tell me that our government wouldn't know what's going on, that our government wouldn't know where they're coming from. Like, we don't have satellite surveillance. We don't have a satellite surveillance of our own country? Of course we do. They can find you. You don't pay your taxes. They'll come find you. You have somebody knocking on your door as we speak. We got private investigators. You can pay a private investigator to find just about anything. And you telling me the government don't know what a little drone is going zzz in the sky. They don't know what it is. Yeah, they know what it is, man. They're not telling you what it is. Now, let me just dispel some conspiracies. I wish that people would not get too weird with conspiracy because then you go so far conspiratorial that you miss the whole point. I do not think these are aliens, right? I don't think aliens will follow FAA guidelines. I don't think they'll have the white and red light flashing and blinking like they do aircraft. I don't think they're going to come down here and adopt the rules, right? And if aliens going to go anywhere, I doubt they'll go to New Jersey. I just don't think they'll go to New Jersey. Right now it's too cold. So I don't think we can rule that out. If we think that it's Iran or somebody like that, I don't think our military is that weak. We have to be the most incompetent military on planet Earth to ever exist, even before modern technology, in order to allow Iran to fly a mothership over here and drop drones off on our border. That just won't happen. We'll shoot them things down like Nick on a day nap. I am very disappointed at the government's approach to this because they need to have a PR team tell them what they should say to the citizenry so people aren't just completely feeling lost with this. But I do think they have something to do with it. But what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Do not miss America Fest 2024. It's happening December the 19th through the 22nd at the Phoenix Convention Center right here in my home city. Get ready to hear from top speakers, including myself, Tucker Carlson, Matt Gaetz, whom I love. I met Matt Gaetz in person. That dude is just as cool as he is when you see him on the television. We got Don Trump Jr. and many more of the nation's top speakers. You'll connect with thousands of patriots, enjoy live concerts, and develop leadership skills that will energize you to make a difference in your community. Secure a spot today. Use promo code Tatum and get 25% off general admission at ampfest.com. See y'all at America Fest. Let's go. Donald Trump said something that I thought was very accurate. And I honestly believe that Donald Trump is onto something, which is what I was feeling already, but Donald Trump confirmed it. So I think we have that Donald Trump clip. Let's roll the clip, Nick. Roll it.
Comment on the drones that are flying around New Jersey ports. It seems like the American people have a big disconnect.
The government knows what is happening. Look, our military knows where they took off from. If it's a garage, they can go right into that garage. They know where it came from and where it went. And for some reason, they don't want to comment. And I think they'd be better off saying what it is. Our military knows and our president knows. And for some reason, they want to keep people in suspense. I can't imagine it's the enemy, because if it was the enemy, they'd blast it out. Even if they were late, they'd blast it. Something strange is going on. For some reason, they don't want to tell the people, and they should, because the people are really, I mean, they happen to be over Bedminster.
Will you shoot them down?
They're very close to Bedminster. I think maybe I won't spend the weekend in Bedminster.
I've
decided to cancel my trip.
Have you received an intelligence?
So Donald Trump, I mean, when you've served in the government as the president, the commander-in-chief, the head law enforcement officer, pretty much. I mean, you're the head of the executive branch. So when you have served in that position, you understand what the military knows and don't know, right? It's very clear. Donald Trump knows what the capacity is of the military. And Donald Trump knows if somebody flown, they act like the drone came from a fourth dimension and just went in the sky and it just gone zzz. It's like, first of all, it's either powered by gas, fuel, like some type of fuel, or it's powered by electricity. They got all kinds of technology now that they can cut the electricity, they can cut the frequency. Drones in the sky have to read from somewhere, right? They're getting signals from somewhere. We have the technology to cut the signal, interrupt the signal, take them things right down. We can hack anything, anywhere, anytime, any place. If the police want to know what you're talking about tonight, they can get a warrant and they'll tap your phone. So they can tap into any system that's controlling the drone pattern and bring that thing straight down. I guarantee you they got some nerdy dude somewhere that can hack into a computer and hack into the drone frequency and make the drones go and land in the water. I can almost guarantee you. And if they don't, they can shoot the thing right out the sky. Let me say this to the citizenry real quick before you go to prison. Don't ever try to shoot a drone down. I wouldn't recommend, especially if it's so far out, you got to shoot a long-range round at it. Don't ever do that, because you may be contributing to the delinquency of a terrorist. What do you mean, Mr. Tatum? You don't know what payload is on that drone. If I were an enemy, I would create a drone. If the drone had the capacity to reach somebody else's country, I would put a chemical agent on the drone. Therefore, when you bring it down or you shoot it down, it's going to disperse a chemical in the atmosphere. So a country will have to make a decision whether or not they're going to let me keep doing what I want to do, or they're going to risk shooting the thing down and it dispersing a chemical irritant or something, or even a chemical that'll take your life. Or it's got a certain detonation on it that if you shoot it and it explodes, it's going to shrapnel and all kind of stuff will come out of it. And y'all don't know what you're dealing with. So don't get silly and shoot the thing. We had a guy get in trouble for the Walmart drone.
At some point today, did a drone fly over your house and you shoot at it? I'm going to be real blunt with you and ask.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay, why'd you shoot at it?
Because I thought it was somebody and turn around playing games on my house.
I got you. Where did you see the drone at?
Right above me.
What, can you walk out and just kind of show me?
Right there.
Sitting straight above it?
Straight above me.
Do you have any idea?
Hovered, lowered some kind of cord down or something, turned around and sent something back up, and then after it was shot at, it turned around and went north.
Gotcha. Okay. What'd you shoot at it with?
9mm.
Okay. All right.
How much trouble am I in?
Quite a bit. You've been honest with me. I'm gonna be honest with you. Quite a bit, actually. So there's a federal charge that goes along with it. There's a felony charge that goes along with it. That's kind of like where we're at.
Okay.
Okay.
What happens and what happens and what?
Well, before we continue this conversation, I'm really just for you being honest. You really just took me off guard. I'm not gonna.
What am I going to do? I'm going to lie?
True. All right, sir. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say
You're
can
putting me under arrest.
I'm just going to arrange you the Miranda warning just so I can get it out. That way you and I can continue our conversation, okay?
I understand the Miranda warning. I don't have to speak to you unless I want an attorney, okay?
I got you. Let me just read you this real quick, and then we'll go from there, okay? You have the right to remain silent? Go ahead, Serge. 26. I'm already talking to him. All right, sir. So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him or her present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. If you want to head out underneath it, get out the rain. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. You understand each of these rights I have explained to you. Having these rights in mind, you wish to talk to us now.
Yes, I understand my rights.
Yeah, I got you. So, it was hovering above your house. It lowered something down.
No, it just hovered above my house.
You said something about the pulley system.
A cord or something. It stayed there for about 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I shot at it. Okay.
I got you.
And the cord went up. It turned because it was facing east.
Okay.
Because that's east, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was working on my pool equipment.
Oh, you were outside when you noticed it?
Oh, I was working on my pool equipment.
Gotcha.
Waved it off and everything. Never left. I went inside, went into the safe, got the weapon, came out, tried to shoot it off again. It didn't move. I fired one round at it. Now they say I hit it, so I must be a good shot, or else it's not that far away. So I'm under all sorts of, they say there's $10,000 worth of damage to the drone and all sorts of stuff. So I'm going to wind up having to find a real good defense lawyer.
You want a coffee in the front?
Whatever you need to do by protocol.
Well, no, we have.
We've been fine. There's no issues. We're not,
Yeah.
Just let me know if it's too tight, all right?
Yeah. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
First of all, discharging a firearm in the city limits is against the law. So you go and shoot a drone out of the sky, and they determine that you weren't justified in shooting that drone, you finna get charged with shooting a gun in the air or discharging a firearm, which is a felony. And then if you shoot a drone down, they worth $10,000, $20,000, $40,000, $100,000. You get the damage in a commercial drone, which was like a big one, which I don't think you can. They probably fly really high. That thing would be $1 million. And you ain't got no money like that. I know you ain't got no money like that. So y'all just stay away from doing that. Call the police, let them deal with it, document it, take video of it. If the thing come down and land in your yard or something, then you probably have the availability to take action. But if it's in the sky, you're shooting bullets. Half of y'all can't shoot anyway. I've been to the shooting range. People be missing right there. The target right here. They firing it. You firing in the sky. You just missing them bullets go up and come down on somebody's head.
What's up, man?
Hey, Steve.
What you been doing out there?
Shooting aliens.
Babe, you want some of this coffee? Babe.
Boom, boom, boom.
Don't be that person, okay? All right. So I think that Donald Trump was accurate. What was the other video we had of that? Well, look at Kinzinger. Hold on. Let's play Kinzinger real quick. This man, his wife got a boyfriend. That's what kind of man this dude is. His wife got a boyfriend. His wife got a baby daddy after she married him. That's what kind of man he is. His wife got a man. His wife, he paid child support to his wife's boyfriend's kids. That's what kind of man. Homeboy's spine is invisible. His spine is playing hide and seek. We don't know where the man's spine at. That dude came out. I don't know if Donald Trump got one of his women when he was younger or something. I don't know why he hate Trump. But this dude would just say anything. Listen to Kinzinger on the news. Roll it.
What I'm hearing from FBI is we don't see a threat here. And look, honestly, every video I've seen, and I've spent the last couple days looking at every one of these videos, every video I have seen on Twitter or on the internet are all airplanes. They're literally all airplanes. Some of them will show an airplane that's kind of stable out there and says that's a drone, and actually it's an airplane flying towards you at 30,000 feet, and I can see the lighting on it. And if there are drones out there, by the way, and if any of these pictures that they have shown are actual drones, these drones then are complying with FAA lighting requirements, a green on the right, a red on the left with a strobe. And so it's not Iran, it's not aliens if there are drones. My guess is if there are drones, again, because again, all I've seen are airplanes, then it is more than likely some company that's out testing drones or something like that and has no requirement to tell the public that they're doing it because they're actually operating these things legally. There have been no accusations of illegal operations. By the way, as a pilot myself, I can fly over a military base whenever I want. Those restrictions don't exist. So I think there's a lot of mass hysteria, and I've heard stories of people pointing lasers at these quote-unquote drones, and then the drones' lights go off. Actually, let's be clear. I've been lased as a pilot before. You're supposed to turn off all your lights once you get lased so that they can't find you, because it can actually damage your eyes.
Right.
So, yeah, I think there's a lot of hysteria here.
So some of what he said made sense, right? A broken clock is right twice a day. So some of what he said makes sense. But I would argue this. I don't like the pompous, smug attitude. Everything you've seen on – clearly people are seeing drones. I mean, the government is saying that there's drones. They just don't know what they are. And that they don't appear to be a threat at this moment. So it's not like people are just making this up. Like he's insinuating. Like everybody's completely stupid and everything he's seen on the internet is airplanes. They're not all airplanes. People hear the buzzing sound. These are drones. Everybody know there's drones deployed. You know, the government has mentioned it. Trump is mentioning it. It's all over the news. Police officers have sent drones up to intercept some of these things. So everybody knows it's drones. The pompous attitude of this dude is beyond me. We had another clip, was a commercial. Let's play this commercial from the Army-Navy game, and you tell me if you think this is somewhat suspicious, and then we're going to move on to the next topic. But I want to play the clip of the Army-Navy game. There was a commercial, and I think that the commercial actually illustrated what's really going on. So when we watch the commercial, if you ask me, I think the commercial was put out there for people who are paying attention that this is probably what's happening, is some exercise like this. Roll the clip. So it's kind of funny, kind of interesting. Maybe they're capitalizing on the financial gain of promoting their particular stuff during this drone scare. But if you ask me my opinion, I think that it's something similar to that. I just wish the government would be honest about it, or at least tell us something so people are not terrified. But I could imagine that they coming off the water and they deploying drones and they're seeing what response that they get from the people. They're seeing how they can maneuver from the sea to the land. Because I think they could be practicing some of this stuff on us against foreign enemies. And so that could very well be the case. All right, I'm done with the drone. See, somebody said they are size Volkswagen. I'm sure they deployed a few different ones. They're testing a lot of stuff. I can almost put my life on it. Somebody said real UFOs don't make a noise. Let me talk about UFOs just real quick. I do believe that there could be UFOs out there. And when I say UFOs, I mean stuff from not on this planet that's engaging with us. Or maybe they are on this planet, they're engaging with us, and we just don't know how to interpret it. Or it could be military personnel testing out these aircrafts they don't want to tell the people they got technology to do. But regardless of that, I want y'all to put this in perspective. If you think it's a UFO that's coming from a foreign land, if they're smart enough to get here, they're smart enough to not get detected by little peons on planet Earth who men think they women and stuff. Drag Queen Story Hour. The pandemic. Like, we so dumb that half of us believe all this propaganda. They smart enough to go through galaxies and light years and past satellites and get through the atmosphere of planet Earth. So they have to somehow know the functionality of the atmosphere of the United States of America. I mean, not the United States of America, of the on planet Earth. So if they're smart enough to get that far, they're smart enough to do whatever they need to do without us detecting. If aliens were to come to planet Earth, we're dead. We're done. They're much smarter than us. They have technologies that are far beyond what we can do. Because last time I checked, I looked out there and I said, what is going on out there? I have no idea what's out there. The scientists swear to God that this is happening, this is happening, this happened. I don't even believe them. Sometimes I think they be guessing. How we gonna know? They go, you know what? That's a 400,000 light years that way with this mathematical equation. And we like, yeah, that makes sense. No, they just made that up. They have no idea what's out there. How far did that go? And then how far does that go after that go? Did they say it's a black hole somewhere? Who ever been through a black hole? Have y'all been in a black hole? What scientist went through a black hole and can tell you what exactly it is? I mean, you never know what. It can be all an illusion. We have no idea when you start getting further and further. And how did all of this come about? Did God just go and he did that? But how big is that? Okay, we can go down a rabbit hole when it comes to this. So I don't believe them either. So if something done came from God knows where that took how long to get here, and they know that it's something that exists on this little bitty planet that's the size of a fart particle, is, you know, as it relates to space. I mean, they can do whatever they want to do to us. You know, abduct us. They can hide amongst us. They can kill us. And my whole thing is this: why do we create this idea that aliens are like us? You know, for them to be a reasonable size, like 7 feet tall, 10 feet tall, whatever they claim these things are, they have to come from a similar planet. We are extremely small for our planet. I mean, we're like dust. These aliens coming from some bigger planet than us with all this technology, and they gonna end up being the same size as us. Y'all gotta stop playing. And then they gonna look like us. I mean, their bodies can't withstand G-force and all that stuff coming from outer space, and we somehow still believe that stuff. But anyway, I believe that it's out there somewhere. I don't believe that these are it. And they definitely wouldn't be complying with FAA guidelines. They'll swoop in here and we be all gone, dead. If they wanted to, they'll take over the whole earth. And if they don't want to do it swiftly, all they do is be a scammy pastor or some cult leader, and they'll probably get half of the people in America to follow them. Be a Democrat, and then half of the Nancy Pelosi may be one of these little space aliens. She do kind of look a little weird.